My name is Beth Hiley, here with Board Game Geek at Spiel 2012. I'm sitting with Philippe Malunsky.
Hello.
And you have brought a White Goblin publication here, Vampire Empire.
Yes, indeed. Vampire Empire is a two-player deduction card game. And it's about vampires. We are in the old castle in Europe. And there are 9 characters in the game. And 3 of them are vampires hiding in human form, and one player takes the role of a vampire player, second of a human player. And at the beginning of the game, vampire player draws 3 tokens, 3 character tokens, and that character tokens are vampires. And the other 6 characters are humans. So the vampire player, there's asymmetry. Vampire player from the beginning knows who is who. He knows his 3 characters he needs to defend during the game. But the human player has more characters because he has 6 characters, but the human player doesn't know who is who, so he needs to learn during the game who is who. So there's that kind of asymmetry in the game. Okay, so what about the gameplay? Each player has his own deck of cards, and we have 9 character cards. They are in that sleeves. They are included in the box.
Wow.
It's quite cool because there's a game mechanic that when in particular moments during the game, the identity of a character may be revealed. And when it's revealed that some character is a vampire, you may, of course, first you flip out the tokens so we can see, but also you may flip out the character cards to the vampire side, and then we see that this character is a revealed vampire. It changes a little bit gameplay about that character.
Wow, that's a unique twist on using card sleeves.
Yes, yes. So we have that special card sleeves in the box.
With thematic art on the back there.
So there are 9 characters. 3 are also always visible, so we call it that they are in the castle, and the rest of characters are in the city far away. Okay, so that characters in the castle may fight with each other. Okay, and the game mechanics is quite simple. At the beginning of your turn, you may discard as many cards as you want, and you draw up to 8 cards in your hand.
Okay.
And then you will perform one action. The first possible action is to start a combat. So we may pick up any character in the castle, and for example, we may say that Lord is going to attack the maid. Okay. So if I want to attack as a Lord, I need to play Lord's fight cards. In the deck, we have 5 combat cards, and they are bound to some of the profession. There are 3 professions in the game. The purple are nobles, that are servants, and the brown ones are the clergy. Okay. So the cards are for some professions. Some of the cards are for 2 professions, so it's up to player how you use it. So I need to play the cards, combat cards of that profession to attack with this character. The other player may defend this character if he wants to, but maybe not. What is interesting, the vampire player may use humans to attack humans as long as their identity hasn't been revealed yet. So there's a lot of bluffing. For example, as a vampire player, I may even bluff so strong that I attack a vampire, hoping that the human player start to defend that one, thinking that if I'm attacking, it should be a human, okay? So there are many ways to bluff in this game, and simply that's the most important rules. Of course, in the deck, there are also some special cards. Humans have a holy water card, and a holy water I may use as an action instead of starting a combat. I may play a holy water to check the identity of one of the characters, okay? So I ask the vampire player, is Lord a vampire? And he has to answer correctly. If he's a vampire, then we reveal his identity.
As if we've just splashed holy water in his face, and does he start to burn?
So, and we see that he's a vampire. So, and when the vampire is revealed, we can use holy water to fight with him, okay? So we have more cards to fight the vampire. On the other hand...
I'm guessing the fighting strength is this number in the corner?
So it's 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
And you multiply all of the values on the cards. And on the other hand, when the vampire is revealed, he may use his special cards to fight with humans. But when the reveal vampire is in the castle, then the vampire player cannot use any other character to attack. He may only fight with that revealed vampire, so it's not good for him. So another feature is that each player has 10 special support cards in the deck. And these are cards which you can use to perform some special action, break the game rules in some way. For example, Crypt Opening, it's a human card, says choose any card from your opponent's cellar, show it and add it to your hand. So you may steal some card from your opponent, something like this. And that card has a cost you must play by discarding other cards from your hand, and this cost is different during the day and the night. We have the icons of sun and moon here, and the day is a human turn and the night is a vampire turn. Okay, so it's also another choice when to play which card.
Depending on which deck this card is in.
Yeah.
Got
okay,
it.
and the game ends in a few different ways. The most common is to kill all of the characters of the opponent. So if all of the vampires will be killed, so the human wins, and etc. But vampires may also overcome the castle. If, as a vampire player, I have 3 vampires in the castle, they are all revealed, I conquer the castle and I win immediately. Okay, so there are many ways to play this game. I would say that it's easy to learn but hard to master, because there's synergy between cards. You may learn the cards better and find some new, sometimes surprising ways to play or use such a card. So, and of course, there's asymmetry, different decks. So if you play as a human, you have different experience than if you play as a vampire. So you may play this game, I think, many times.
About how long would a game take you?
How to create a game?
No, how long? Yeah, to play.
Up to half an hour. It may be 20 minutes. Sometimes it's a little bit longer, but something like this. So it's not very long. You can play 2 times in a row, one as a human, one as a vampire. So it's also a cool feature. So that's a Vampire Empire.
Well, thank you, Philippe, so much for stopping by.
Thanks so much. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely.